Hey you guys, welcome to my Venus Through Signs series. This is for Venus in Aquarius for the month of April 2018. So if in your birth chart Venus is sitting in the sign of Aquarius, this is for you. Those of you that are new, and even those of you that have been watching me for a while and you still have not checked where your Venus is sitting, I urge you to please do so. It's very simple. Looked like my plant was getting too hot. Just go to any free astrology website such as astro.com. Enter your birth information, the birth time, place, and day. You don't have to know your exact birth time. You can put 12 p.m. and that's fine. But enter that and it's going to generate a free birth chart for you. And if Venus is sitting in Aquarius, then this is for you. So, I mean, I really urge you guys to do that because, you know, this gives additional layers to your love readings. And then a lot of my subscribers say that this is more accurate for them than it is the sun, moon, rising signs. So it's easy. Just go ahead, pause the video and go do that. So I have already shuffled and cut the cards. Let's go ahead and begin here. Also, I want to thank all of you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. And I ask that you all please continue to do so. And thank all of you guys that have hired me to do your private readings. And overall, I appreciate all the love and support that you guys show me. Thank you. Okay, so we have the central issue or the heart of the matter as the Eight of Wands, Ace of Swords, Nine of Wands. Then we have the Three of Cups, Three of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, the Tower, and Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm feeling like there was someone, either you or someone was afraid to express themselves. Someone was taking extra precaution before coming out and doing whatever it is that they felt they needed to do. So now this person is stepping out. I do feel like this person has trust issues. It could be you, it could be the other person, but this is just someone who's just very paranoid about what's to come. So they have been gradually trying to come out from the shadows. And I'm feeling like there is communication or contact with you and this other person. So someone is giving you an answer, an explanation, or you're going to receive some sort of clarity or a sign even. But for the most part, I feel like it is actual communication on a certain situation or a matter or something. Those of you that are in relationships, maybe you have been hesitant about sharing something with your partner or vice versa. With the Eight of Wands here, there's going to be a lot of communication, a lot of expressing going on. Someone is no longer to hold back. It's just coming out. It's just spewing out. So there's a whirlwind of communication going on here. Now, also, this is about maybe the possibility of traveling or just being very busy. But, and then something about spirit guides. For some of you, you might be tuning in or receiving messages or signs from your spirit guides. So those of you that have been seeing a lot of synchronicities, that is from the unseen realm, I feel. Now, here with the Three of Cups, there is the possibility of a reconciliation if there had been any separation. So this is you, those of you that are single, this is dating, this is socializing, this is getting to know different people. Those of you in relationships or have broken up, this is a good card for reconciliation. The only downside is that there seems to be a separation right after reconciliation. I'm actually seeing a couple of things. So either there's like a reconciliation and then a separation back to back, or this is about a third party situation where someone was involved with more than one person. And so they made a decision to walk away from one party and go to the other person. So leaving one relationship for another, or having some sort of rebound relationship, especially here, this is making some sort of clear decision. For some of you, yeah, I'm feeling like there could be this, even if it's not a relationship, you might be feeling like someone got in the way of your friendship, or someone severed you or took your friend away. Because I'm feeling like this person is walking off in disappointment for whatever reason. Yeah, and then there's something else that I was picking up here. Also, for some of you, you could be dealing with an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or you yourself are an Aquarius. For some of you, you yourself walked away from a situation, of a third party situation. You didn't wait for them to leave you. You initiated the breakup or decided to part ways with someone. For some of you, it was made, again, I'm getting two different scenarios. At one point, I'm seeing it being expressed or revealed that someone was in an established relationship and you found out that you were a part of a third party situation. Maybe you didn't know it, but you found out that the person that you were involved with already had a stable relationship somewhere else, or they were in this relationship even though there is a great deal of love between the two of you. They have been remaining in a long-term relationship because it's secure, so out of comfort and security. And so that initiated a breakup. And now the other thing that I'm seeing is that, like I said, if you were involved knowingly in a third party relationship, someone is walking away from one person and immediately entering into a committed relationship with one person, going from a third party situation into a committed relationship with someone else. And this is also someone who could have been afraid of commitment as well, or facing the fact that they were afraid of commitment. But with the Ten of Pentacles here, there is the possibility of having a committed relationship. I'm seeing two different stories here. I'm feeling like for whatever reason, your stories are linked in together. So like, even though one person is ending up in a relationship, another person is being left behind. Whether this is happening, whether you are the one that is getting the good part, or the separation part, that, you know, it's like it can go either way. And again, we have a destruction here of a way of thinking or a relationship that is broken apart here. Like, even if it was like a long-term relationship, I'm seeing it being destroyed because of something. It had to be rebuilt. And I guess the foundation that it was standing on was weak. So for some of you, this is like the breakdown of a family, or maybe someone's affair tears the family apart, or comes at a shock or something. Here with the Nine of Pentacles, too, again, this is almost like going from a third party situation to being independent and not really caring. Like, say, I don't care, you know, I want I want you all to myself. And if I can't have you to myself, then I'd rather be alone. And I'm okay with that. So this is someone who's very comfortable with being alone. Someone who is in no rush to be involved in a situation. If it's a third party situation, it's like, no, thank you. I'll pass. So I'll wait. You know, I'll know it's worth the wait. And I'm also feeling like there's a number of you that have been going through, even though you feel single for a while now, you're starting to enjoy it. Or for some of you, you're surprisingly enjoying being single. Maybe you thought you would be sad alone, but you're actually okay. Or maybe you're just getting to the point where you're okay. I'm also seeing for some of you the possibility of receiving a divorce, or receiving you're celebrating because now the divorce has been finalized and you're receiving the things that you asked for, the house, the home, the kids, whatever. So I'm seeing that as a possibility as well, or you receiving some sort of gift or settlement or whatever it is that you feel is of some sort of value. I'm going to clarify the Tower here. I feel like the Tower is about something being revealed or exposed. Or maybe too, this could be like, if it isn't happening to you, this is kind of like finding out something shocking about your relatives or your in-laws. Like, what? Grandpa had another wife, or, you know, something like that. Learning something revealing about your family traditions or your family heritage. What is this? Tower. I'll clarify the Tower. Okay, so I had the Tower clarified by the Seven of Wands here. I'm feeling like someone confronted someone. Someone stood up for themselves. Someone spoke their truth. Someone set some sort of boundaries, and it was unexpected. Like, being like, I never thought that you would confront me about this, or I never thought you really meant what you said. Or like, yeah, we broke up. And then this person tries to come back into your life and you're like, I said no. I said I don't want that. I know what I want. And maybe this person is shocked because they thought that you would take them back. But it's just like, no, I'm okay. I don't need you. So I'm feeling like here also we have the Three of Pentacles. So I'm feeling like someone is starting over from scratch. Someone is, not afraid to rebuild on their own. And on a brighter note or lighter note, I'm feeling too that you may be, for some of you, you could be surprised that someone comes to fight for you. Someone is like, no, I don't care. Like, I really want this with you. I know it's going to take time to rebuild. So someone is fighting to have you back. Someone is trying to really prove that they want something serious with you. This is about, mostly for the majority of you though, I feel like this is about setting boundaries, speaking out, revealing the truth, fighting back, and you're going to be glad that you did it. Yeah, you're able, because of that, you're able to have abundance. You're able to start fresh, whether it's starting a new life with someone else or starting a life for yourself. But you definitely realize your self-worth or your value here. It's like you had high demands and you're getting what you asked for. It pays off. it was good that you stood up to your stood up for yourself. So yeah, I'm feeling those of you with Venus in Aquarius, and even those of you, if you do know your exact birth time and you have 7th house Aquarius, this could apply to you as well. But yeah, with the 10 of Cups here, you're having some sort of abundance eventually. You're getting all your desires and wishes being fulfilled, and all because you were confident in yourself. You believed in yourself. You believed in your self-worth. And again, we have the 7 of Wands coming out and fighting someone who is determined to have it their way. So either this is someone aggressively fighting for you, wanting to claim you and saying, no, I want you in my life, and they're fighting for you and they're going out of their way to prove that they want to be with you, or this is you just still remaining steadfast in your decision and not backing down, and it's paying off because you're having abundance here. And also with the Ace of Wands, I'm feeling like things are manifesting at a rapid rate. And also I feel like this is about what do you call it, having like new opportunities being presented to you, and fighting for what you're passionate about some type of way. But there's a lot of passion here, and you're ready to rebuild the things that was broken or the things that fell apart. Again, I have you picking up the pieces here in the 3 of Pentacles, because that came out in regards to the Tower. So that has to do with having to start over, having to rebuild, whether it's by yourself, whether you're reinventing yourself, or you guys as a team are reinventing the relationship. But I also want to say this kind of like only the strong survive here. And even if this doesn't relate to relationships, there could be something going on at your job and dealing with coworkers where you had to stand up for yourself, or maybe you're working at some place that's very competitive. And if you don't get the respect that you feel you deserve, there's an opportunity that comes out of the blue, and you're able to walk away and quit that job. Like you have enough money to sustain you until you find something else. And this is you just kind of starting over from scratch. But this is something you're more comfortable in your element now. And here with the 10 of Swords, this is another ending here. So you have 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, 10 of Swords. So there's definitely a lot of endings, but at the same time, there's also new beginnings for you guys. This, whatever comes to an end, you're going to come out transformed. You're going to come out a stronger person. For some of you, the 10 of Swords also is just about cutting people out of your life, getting rid of all those people that you feel like is no longer serving your highest good. So it's just getting rid of people, maybe blocking people or deleting people from your Facebook, from your contacts. You know, you're just getting rid of people. And if you are reaching a low point, or if you feel like this is the end of the world, it's not. It's always light at the end of the tunnel here. It's just a phase or transformation, and things are getting ready to change for the better here. Now, I also want to go ahead and look further into the 10 of Swords here. 10 of Swords. Tell me more about the 10 of Swords. And also, I don't know what this is, but I'm feeling like you're saying it must run in a family. So, almost like if if there have been like, I don't know, I don't want to use this example, but it's the one that's kind of sticking out to my head. Like you're saying, I guess cheaters run in the family, or something of that sort. Something is generational. Something that seems like it keeps going down from generation to generation, which in turn really causes you to kind of research about your karma or your astrology, because you're like, why are these things happening? And I feel like you're going to learn a lot about yourselves through that. Okay, so the Ten of Swords I have clarified by the Seven of Pentacles here. So I'm feeling like whatever you had invested into, like you're pulling your investments and starting over again. That just kind of makes me feel like that still ties in with this. There was something that you put a lot of time and energy into, but it's like you had to cut out the weeds. Something was strangling you or holding you back from your growth, or causing delays in your relationship, or in the direction that you wanted your life to go. So this is basically about cutting out the weeds and starting fresh. For some of you too, you could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But yeah, this is having to reassess your life, having to reassess the things that are valuable to you. So especially too, if this has to do with a job, a lot of you might be quitting, starting over, or getting fired. But I feel like there's something new on the way here, because here you are focused again, working, concentrating, and I feel like this is starting to pay off. Once you cut out the things that were delaying you in your relationship, or in your finances, or in your life, it's going to start to grow again, because we go from 7 to 8. So things are starting to grow again. Yeah, and then here with the 8 of Wands, again, things are blossoming. So I feel like by summertime, you're going to really see things take off here. And then again, we have the 8 of Wands. So this could also be a sign for the summertime. And I forgot where summer starts. I think is 22nd of June. Or yeah, 22nd of June. I think that's where summer starts. Whatever the new season is, because I'm seeing, I don't feel like this is spring. I feel like this has to do with heat and fire when it's really hot outside. And things are going to be taking off really fast for you. For some of you, this is good news for those of you that are writers, because I'm seeing like your work getting, like you're getting paid for your writing. Or paid for, some of you also may be getting paid to travel, so you might be flight attendants. But this is new opportunities, new beginnings. This is you being very passionate about whatever it is that you're doing, and just having like opportunities after opportunities. And you're going to be having fun and enjoying life and celebrating by the summertime. I mean, I know this is an April reading, but I feel, of course, sometimes things extend out a little further. Now, man, it's a lot of things going on. Now the Death card showed up. So that's 4 endings that is happening for you guys. So here with the 5 of Pentacles, I don't know what's going on, but it's like you're realizing that something is missing, or you're pinpointing the things that you need in your life that you aren't receiving. Maybe you are rejecting someone or closing someone out of your life, or this is what someone is doing to you. but I feel like you are going to move past that. So if you are still struggling with a breakup, the Four of Wands is about you finally getting past them or moving on from them. If you are in an established relationship and you guys don't necessarily break up, but there's all these major shifts and changes and ups and downs in your relationships, I feel like you guys are pushing through these hurdles together. But yeah, the Five of Pentacles is about feeling like you don't have what you want or what you deserve, and also kind of looking out at other people's lives. I said this in another video, just make sure that you aren't consumed with other people's lives or thinking the grass is greener on the other side, because that only makes you feel like crap. You can't really look at your life in perspective thinking that way. So you have to only focus on you, stay in your lane, focus on your life. Don't compare your life to other people's, because you don't know what these people went through to be in this happy position here. And you could be messing up your opportunities by just constantly standing there looking at other people enjoy their lives. You need to figure out a way to make your life a happy life too, no matter what is going on. But yeah, the Four of Wands here, two is laying down a new foundation and maybe making some sort of changes to your home. For some of you, this is just about throwing old things out, especially if those of you that could be relocating or moving is having to detach from things that you are holding on to. Make sure you don't throw out anything valuable, like something in a family heirloom. But I am seeing something about receiving some sort of pictures, like those old-fashioned pictures where it's like an oval locket, or those picture frames that are oval, but they're old. I mean, I know they still have modernized things like that too, but I'm feeling like this is something old that was tossed out from, you know, from your family, or finding stuff in storage or something, or in the attic. Make sure you don't throw out the wrong thing, because I am seeing, if you're making changes to your home, I am seeing things being thrown out and discarded here. Now, in regards to love, I'm feeling like even though you move out of your comfort zone, with that, you're still going through changes and transformations. You still may be cutting people out of your life. You yourself may still be having to die and resurrect. Yeah, I'm seeing death and resurrection on here. And it's like it's scary, but it has to happen. And with it being next to the Hermit here, this is showing you continuing on some sort of journey or path, just moving forward and being enlightened. Like this is some sort of soul searching, like you're going to be doing some sort of soul searching because of something that comes to an end. Yes, sometimes death can be a physical death, but I'm not, this is not you. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you or your loved one is going to die. If there is any physical death, trust me, this is something that has already happened. This is nothing that you need to be prepared to happen. This is something that already happened. Maybe, or you already knew somebody was old and sick, and that also could have something to do with you being passed down, like a home, or someone passes down, leaves some insurance money to you or something like that, because we do have that Ten of Pentacles. So there is abundance for some of you coming from somewhere. But yeah, with the Hermit, whatever this ending is going to make you do some sort of soul searching, or also some sort of research. Maybe having to research something about your family, or your heritage here. And again, here with the Princess of Swords, I feel like there is a need to learn how to communicate or express oneself, because there may be a level of immaturity in the way either you are expressing yourself or your partner. Like maybe you're just not speaking up for for yourself, and you just need to learn how. Instead of acting out, learn how to express what's really on your mind here. And also be careful that you don't post anything online that you could regret, because it could be coming from a place of immaturity and hastiness, just, you know, speaking out emotionally here. I'm not going to clarify death only because there was so many endings here that is basically just telling you to be prepared for some endings in your life, whether that is relationships, family, or jobs. Just be prepared. You're being enlightened by these changes. This is just a part of life, and this is something that needs to happen in order for you to learn something about yourself and in order for you to move forward. All right, so you guys, this has been a general reading. I hope it resonated. For private readings, you would email namat76@gmail.com, and that information is in the description box below. Don't forget to leave your comments, like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you all.